Hello, everyone. Welcome to A1 English Podcast, the podcast that actually makes you feel your English getting better one conversation at a time.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jack. And wow, today's episode, I am so excited for this one.
Me too, because today we're doing something a little different.
Yes! Before we jump in, if you are watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button right now. It takes 2 seconds, and it genuinely helps us reach more learners like you.
And if you're on a podcast app, leave us a 5-star rating. It means the world to us.
Okay, so Jack, let me ask you something. Have you ever started learning something, and then 50 days later you stopped and thought, wait, what actually happened? Did I improve?
Oh, absolutely. That exact feeling. You work hard every single day, and then you pause and wonder, was it worth it? Did I actually get better?
That is exactly what today's episode is about.
Today, we are sharing a real 50-day English learning journey. The wins, the struggles, the surprises, and most importantly, what to do next.
This episode is for every single person who has ever tried to improve their English and felt stuck, frustrated, or unsure if they were on the right path.
By the end of this episode, you will have a clear picture of what actually works and what is just wasting your time.
No boring rules, no textbook talk, just real experience, real lessons, real English. Let's go.
Okay, Jack. Let's start from the very beginning. Why 50 days? Why not 30 days? Why not a full year?
Great question. 50 days is a really interesting number. It's long enough to actually see real change, but short enough that it feels possible.
Right, because let's be honest, when someone says, learn English in 1 year, most people give up after week 2.
Exactly. But 50 days? That feels manageable. That feels real.
Now, before we talk about what happened over those 50 days, let me ask you something. When you started learning English, what was your biggest fear?
Honestly, making mistakes in front of other people. I was terrified someone would laugh.
Ugh, that is so relatable. And that fear of judgment, is one of the biggest reasons people don't make progress.
So if you feel that way right now, you are completely normal. You are not alone.
100%. All right, so day 1 of 50 days of English. What does that look like?
Day 1. You're motivated. You're excited. You tell yourself, this time will be different. This time I will be consistent.
We all know that feeling.
You make a schedule, maybe 30 minutes every day. Maybe you download 5 apps. You buy a notebook.
And on day 1, you do everything. You study vocabulary, you watch an English show, you write in your journal. You feel amazing.
And then day 5 arrives.
And suddenly, life happens.
Exactly. Work gets busy, you're tired, you skip one day, then another, then you feel guilty, and the guilt makes you skip even more.
This is the reality of language learning, and it is something almost every learner goes through. And we want to talk about it honestly today.
Because honesty is what actually helps people grow.
All right, let's talk about the good stuff first. What actually worked over those 50 days?
Okay, so number 1, listening every single day.
Tell me more.
When you listen to natural English, podcasts, conversations, movies, something magical starts to happen. Your brain begins to recognize patterns, rhythms, the music of the language.
Yes, and it's not just about understanding every word. It's about getting comfortable with how English sounds.
Exactly. In the first week of 50 days, understanding maybe 30% of what you hear feels overwhelming. But by day 50, You might understand 70 or 80% without even trying hard.
That is such a beautiful shift.
And the key is passive listening counts too. You don't always have to sit down with a notebook and study. Sometimes just playing English audio while you cook or walk or exercise, that makes a massive difference.
Okay, what else worked?
Number 2, speaking to yourself.
Oh, I love this one. Tell the listeners about this.
So many learners think, I can't practice speaking because I have no one to speak with. But that is not true. You can talk to yourself.
Describe what you see. Narrate your day. Have imaginary conversations while you're in the shower.
Sounds funny, right? But it works because speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it only improves when you actually do it.
Think about it this way. If you want to learn swimming, you cannot just read about swimming. You have to get in the water.
English speaking is the same. You have to get in the water.
Love that. What's number 3?
Number 3, and this surprised a lot of people, writing short daily notes in English.
Not essays, not long paragraphs, just 3 or 4 sentences about your day in English.
When you write, you are forced to think in English. You have to choose words, build sentences, and over 50 days, you will see your own improvement right there in those notes.
It is like a diary of your progress.
Exactly. And progress, even small progress, is the fuel that keeps you going.
Okay, everyone, if you're taking notes, write down these 3 things: daily listening, speaking to yourself, and short daily writing. These are your golden trio. All right, now the honest part, the part people don't usually talk about. What did not work?
Oh, where do I even start?
Okay, let's hear it.
Number 1, vocabulary apps. Before you throw your phone at me, hear me out.
Go ahead.
Vocabulary apps are not bad, but many learners spend 1 hour every day on a vocabulary app and they feel incredibly productive. They feel like they're learning so much.
But then
they hear a native speaker talking and they understand almost nothing. Because those words in the app, they exist in isolation. No context, no feeling, no memory.
This is so important. Learning a word in a real sentence, a sentence connected to your life, is 10 times more powerful than memorizing a list.
So use apps, but don't only use apps. Don't replace real conversations and real listening with apps.
What else didn't work?
Number 2, trying to be perfect before speaking.
Oh, this is a big one.
So many learners say, I will start speaking when my grammar is perfect. I will have conversations when I know enough vocabulary.
And that day never comes.
Never. Because the truth is, you will never feel completely ready. And that's okay. You just have to start speaking before you feel ready.
Imperfect action beats perfect planning every single time.
Say that again, Jessica. That needs to land.
Imperfect action beats perfect planning every single time.
Beautiful. And number 3, trying to follow too many methods at the same time.
Oh yes, the too many teachers problem.
You watch one YouTube channel that says, immersion is the only way. Then another that says, grammar is the foundation. Then another that says, just watch Netflix all day.
And you end up doing a little bit of everything and none of it really well.
Focus. Choose 1 or 2 main methods. Stick with them for 50 days. Then evaluate.
Consistency with one good method beats trying 10 methods inconsistently. Always. Okay, let's talk about the surprises. What did 50 days of English teach that nobody told you to expect?
Number 1 surprise. Your emotions matter more than your method.
Oh, say that slowly.
Your emotions matter more than your method. If you are happy and confident when you practice English, you will learn faster. Simple as that.
When you are stressed, when you are scared, when you feel embarrassed, your brain literally closes down. It cannot absorb new language.
But when you feel safe, when you feel curious, when you allow yourself to be imperfect, the language flows in naturally.
This is why we always say, enjoy the process. Don't torture yourself. Make it fun.
Surprise number 2. Rest days are part of the learning.
Oh, this is something people feel so guilty about.
If you miss a day, you have not failed. Your brain actually uses rest time to organize and consolidate what it learned.
Athletes know this, musicians know this, language learners need to know this too.
The best 50-day journey is not 50 perfect days in a row. It's 50 days where you keep coming back, even after a break.
The comeback is what builds real strength.
And surprise number 3, your accent doesn't matter as much as you think.
I love this one so much.
So many English learners are obsessed with sounding native. They feel embarrassed by their accent. They think people will not understand them.
But here is the reality. Your accent tells your story. It says, this person speaks more than one language. This person works hard. This person is brave enough to communicate across cultures.
Be proud of your accent. Focus on clarity, being understood, not on sounding American or British.
Clarity over perfection. Always. All right, we've talked about what worked, what didn't, and what surprised us. Now, the most important question. What's next?
This is where it gets exciting, because knowing what works puts you in an incredible position.
Let's give everyone a simple, clear action plan, whether you are just starting or you are someone who is restarting after a break.
Step 1. Commit to just 15 minutes a day. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours. 15 minutes of focused, enjoyable English every single day.
15 minutes is nothing, but 15 minutes every day for 50 days, that is 12 and a half hours of real English practice.
12 and a half hours. Let that sink in.
Step 2, choose one input and one output activity.
Input means something you receive, listening to a podcast, watching a show, reading a story in English, something that puts English into your brain.
Output means something you produce, speaking out loud, writing a few sentences, recording yourself talking, something that takes English out of your brain.
One input, one output, every day. That's it.
Step 3, track your progress. Not perfectly, just a little tick on a calendar, a note in your phone, 3 words, I did it.
Because seeing those ticks add up, that is incredibly motivating.
Step 4, find your community. Learning alone is hard. Learning with others is powerful.
Even if it's just watching one English video every day and leaving a comment in English, you are connecting. You are putting yourself out there.
And step 5, and this might be the most important one of all, be kind to yourself.
You are learning a whole new language, a language that is not your mother tongue. That is hard. That deserves respect from others and from yourself.
Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a child who is learning to walk, with patience, with encouragement, with love.
You will fall. You will stumble over words. You will forget grammar rules you learned yesterday. And all of that is completely, absolutely, beautifully normal.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's quickly answer some of the most common questions we get from our listeners.
Question 1. How do I stay motivated when I feel like I'm not improving?
Record yourself speaking on day 1, then record yourself again on day 30. Listen to both. You will hear a difference, I promise you.
Progress is always happening. We just don't always see it in the moment.
Question 2. Is it okay to make mistakes in front of others?
Not only is it okay, it is necessary. Every mistake is a data point, a signal. Your brain saying, let me adjust, let me learn.
The most fluent English speakers in the world still make mistakes. The difference is, they don't stop talking.
Question 3. What if I don't have time to study English?
We are not asking for your time. We are asking for 15 minutes. You can listen to an English podcast while commuting, while waiting in a queue, while washing dishes.
The time exists, we just have to decide it matters.
And it does matter. You matter. Your English journey matters.
All right, everyone, let's wrap this up with a quick summary.
Over 50 days of English, we learned that daily listening, speaking to yourself, and writing short notes, these are the golden habits.
We learned that vocabulary apps alone won't get you there, that waiting to be perfect before speaking will hold you back, and that doing too many things at once leads to doing none of them well.
We learned that your emotions matter, that rest is part of the process, and that your accent, that beautiful, unique accent, is something to be proud of.
And going forward, 15 minutes a day. One input, one output. Track it, find your community, and be kind to yourself.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
English is not a destination. It's a journey. And every single word you learn, every sentence you speak is a step forward.
If this episode resonated with you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who is also on their English learning journey.
And subscribe to A1 English Podcast. We upload new conversations every day to help you improve naturally, confidently, and joyfully.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We truly mean that.
Keep learning, keep speaking, keep showing up.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next episode.